It's absolutely beautiful here today. This is Duke's Wood. Outside of Duke's Wood, where it's more open, it's quite breezy, and I thought, to be honest, it would be too breezy to even contemplate filming here, but it's nice and sheltered, at least in this little glade here. And that's what Duke's Wood's like. It's a lovely deciduous woodland. A lot of it is quite dense and quite dark, but over the years the Wildlife Trust have opened up areas of this, and those open areas are flower rich. If you like your botany, this is the place to come, but it's good for insects as well. And at one time it even held nightingales for a number of years, until sometime in the 1990s. Alas, no nightingales here, but at least the sun is. What a fabulous setting. And in the distance there, in front of the trees, there's one of the original nodding donkeys that the Americans came over to operate and drilled out hundreds of thousands of barrels of oil for the war effort. What a tale this place could tell. I dare say it looked very different then, but it's so peaceful and tranquil here. Absolutely lovely. And these open areas that the Wildlife Trust have created are full of developing flowers. It's a smashing little place. There's some fabulous habitat here, and again, this is one of those woods that if it was 50 or 100 miles further south, it would have an incredible species range of butterflies. There'd be brown hair streaks here and black hair streaks, I'm sure, but brown hair streak has occurred here, but that was many years ago, and believed that they were the subject of releases. But I'm surprised that it never took hold here, especially in the way that brown hair streak has at the likes of Plesley Pit Top. The habitat here is ideal. It's ideal for so many species. What a shame that we don't have the butterflies that Leicestershire and Northamptonshire has. Well, this is one of our smaller longhorns that we have here in Nottinghamshire. There are two here, just in case you're wondering and haven't quite worked out what they're doing. This is Gramoptera ruficornis. Very common, and especially once you get into June, most blossoms will hold this. You'll get them off hawthorn flowers, but particularly of the dog rose, Rosa canina, if I remember right. It's a very dark metallic green, similar to several other species, but the long antennae tend to give this one away. This is only about the second or third I've seen this year, but there are about 4 or 5 individuals on these beautiful flowers of dog rose. Well, I found this wonderful chap. It's a geometrid caterpillar of some kind with the most amazing resting posture. The head end is towards the bottom right. The 4 legs are next to that, and then up the body, and at the top end are the pro legs and the back end of this fabulous cryptic caterpillar. It's on dogwood. Whether it feeds on dogwood, I don't know. Whether it's dropped off the tree immediately above, which is alder, I don't know. But I will put this in a pot, we will rear it through and see what it turns out to be. if I can identify it by the time this video goes out. And I've got a photo of the moth, which I probably have. This is what this caterpillar ultimately turns out to be. Fabulous dog rose here at the back, but also a flowering bramble here. Everything's ahead. It doesn't seem 5 minutes since the start of spring, and here we are with bramble flowers already coming out. And bramble flowers are a great attractant for insects. Vitally important is bramble. These flowers contain lots of nectar, so they get attention from a lot of bees and also diptera too. A lot of hoverflies will come and nectar on bramble. Looks a picture though with that dog rose in the back. These little open areas in the middle of Duke's Wood, they're absolutely beautiful. Lots of buttercups, as you can see. Another flower that takes me back. But plenty of other flowers like red clover in here, ox-eye daisy, yellow rattle. Looks absolutely super. All tucked away in this fabulous grassland. There's lots of common spotted orchids. I can't see any other species of orchid in amongst them. It all seems to be common spotted. There may well be other species tucked away on this reserve, but it's just started to come into its own now at the beginning of June now, and for the next fortnight, 3 weeks or so is a great time to visit, because once the clovers are done and the buttercups and the orchids, then the knapweeds take over. It's a lovely sight to come and have a half an hour wandering around and taking in the history of this woodland. A vital part of the war effort, and one that many people still don't know anything about, even those living in Nottinghamshire. Does this get taught at a school level? I very much doubt it even gets a mention. I love buttercups. There's not much that I don't love though, to be honest, about the natural world. But it's the colour. It's the purest yellow there is. It's magnificent, and it's such a simple flower too, buttercup. And sitting in amongst an area of buttercups like this, just, it's so nice. This is what the countryside is about. It's about appreciating it and, more importantly, looking and observing to me. We tend to have our heads looking down at 45 degrees angle into the screen of our mobile phones nowadays. We don't look at this, we miss all this. Very important to take time out to enjoy all this, and not the 6-inch screen that you have in your hand and that you carry around at every possible opportunity and couldn't possibly ever live without, apparently. My friend the chiffchaff has followed me again. It's a very simple and rhythmical and to some people annoying song, just 2 notes, although it does put in some other odd little sounds occasionally at the end of a phrase of notes like that one. It will often put almost like a chiff chaff kind of grunt. The natural world is just beautiful, and we need to learn to appreciate it more than what we do.